Hey guys, we are here with Babs Tarr. You might know her work from Motor Crush, which is one of my favorites right now. You and Babes on Motorbikes is like the perfect use of your talent.
I'm enjoying it. It kind of manifested itself. I just thought, I started that Sailor Moon thing. And we did this issue of Batgirl where she was on it was a whole bike kind of race like villain thing, and I didn't have this pitch from way back in the day for an animation that Motor Crush is kind of based on. It had motorbikes in it too, so it was kind of a no-brainer when he was like, hey, after Batgirl, maybe we'll do this Motor Crush thing. So yeah, it just kind of manifested.
Is it a sort of relationship where each person has their kind of individual job that they do, or do you guys really get in there and collaborate on all the different aspects?
A little bit of both. Like when we first started working on Motor Crush, both the guys came to Charleston, South Carolina, where I live, and we like sat on the couch and we were like, okay, so what's this thing gonna be? And we ended up coming out with the idea of like the first 3 arcs and like the whole first issue. So that was us sitting on the couch, and I got to kind of participate with the writing this time around, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I didn't really do that much with Batgirl, not because I couldn't or felt like I couldn't. I just was so new to comics and I had enough on my plate learning how to like actually do pages. It was my first time, so. But now I feel like a little more confident, and I'm sticking my neck out there with, contributing to some ideas and the writing and stuff, which is pretty cool. And then Cameron Stewart is doing the layouts, and Brendan and him and Brendan do a lot of the nitty-gritty like breakdowns of the pages and the dialogue and like the script and stuff. I sometimes jump in and say like, oh, I don't know if like this they would say that or that character would act that way in my heart, and then I would I'd give reasons, and we'll usually change it or update it, and yeah, it's awesome. The guys, we all respect each other's visions, and it's really nice to have collaborators that kind of write for you, and your strengths and what you think would be fun. Because the comic turns out better when I'm excited to draw.
I mean, the backgrounds and the scenery.
It's a lot of Cameron designing the world.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Sorry. No. I just was gonna keep like.
We had gone to a con in Brazil. So like Brazil, in my hometown, I'm from a harbor town, Charleston, so like palm trees and like the beach and all that stuff was very much ingrained in my like childhood. And then we went to Brazil, and like we were so inspired by the city. And so Nova Honda, the city that Motor Crush is based in, is very much inspired by these kinds of places. It's been really fun to like pick and choose different real places that we just amplify and add into Motor Crush. Yeah.
It seemed to me that it's like just shy of the real world.
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't want to have to design like every single thing in the world, like buildings, and sci-fi cars, and all that. It's a monthly book. I gotta get it out. So, plus that just doesn't interest me. I don't want to like reinvent all this stuff. So it's like very light on the sci-fi. We have this like cute little cat ball thing.
I love the cat ball.
He looks like this guy right there, and he's like a social media robot a little bit. He like records Domino, and he works for this racing league called the WGP, the World Grand Prix that she races in, and it follows her around and kind of like records what she does and says, and they put on little invasive. She's always shoving it into closets and stuff, and she puts on shows for it with like other racers to like create like some drama, because that's really what it hangs around for. It's kind of a TMZ robot kind of. So we just didn't want people with cell phones in their hands. So this is like our solution.
That's kind of
because it's boring.
Yeah.
We had to, not that it was boring in Batgirl, but we had to use that mechanism a lot.
Yeah.
And it was our choice. We wanted to feel like a legit 21-year-old girl, and all of them have cell phones. And I'll use them a lot. But we just didn't want to have that happen again at Motor Crush. So we tried to come up with something like fun and different.
Another thing I associate with you guys is really thoughtfully designed fashion. you guys, I mean, I'm going to go so far as to say that you totally revolutionized Batgirl in terms of her style.
We tried.
It was perfect, right?
Yeah.
Like the yellow Doc Martin thing, and then I think all the Valkyries like started wearing the yellow Doc
Yes,
Martens.
we like crashed the Doc Martin website.
Yeah.
When that Batgirl design came out. All those yellow docs are like sold out.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I remember people like trying to go online to buy them, and it was like gone.
But Domino and Lola, who are two of the main characters in Motor Crush, they're so stylish, and I mean, I see, I guess, where you get it from your own closet. So do you have a fashion? Is that just something that you've always been interested in?
Yeah, even before comics, I always fashion, illustration was a big passion of mine, and just like drawing cute outfits or even OOTDs, drawings of what I'm wearing, and even that Sailor Moon piece where we put them all on motorbikes. I gave them all like little cute outfits and stuff to wear. And yeah, it's always been a big interest of mine, and I feel like it was something I was missing in American comic books. Like I grew up reading a lot of manga, and like some of the mangas I just read purely because I wanted to see what the characters were like Peach Girl, Sailor Moon, even though their outfits are a little weird because they're from the 90s, and it was like a lot of bows and stuff.
Yeah.
It was still fun, and I still appreciated that the author took the time to like think about each character's personalities and what their shopping might look like, and I think you can't leave that out. That's part of their personality, and I think when I read American comic books and the people were in like bad outfits, it would literally kick me out of the story. Yeah. And I'd be like, what is that character wearing? And then I'm like, okay, and then I like go in and grudgingly read it, you know?
It gets a little repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I try to bring that to the table. I think I have a Pinterest board for each character and what their style would be, so that when I get to a page and they need a new outfit because it's a new day, I can just look at the Pinterest board and be like, oh, Lola outfit, and then I can just plug it right into the comic book. So
it's like Cher Horowitz's little like computer program she had in Clueless. So you mentioned 3 arcs that you guys have planned out.
Yeah, we've talked more since that was at the beginning, so we have kind of a 5-arc one right now.
Yeah.
And depending on how well it does, we can either stretch that out, or how bad it does, we can make it shorter.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
But it's doing pretty good right
now.
I think we could probably do the 5 and maybe even a little more, so we'll see.
I hope so.
Yeah. We want to do more, try to find a way to like focus on the characters more. We were talking about how Bitch Planet does those ones where it's just like a day in the life of so-and-so.
Yeah.
I think it'd be so fun to do that with some of our more eccentric side characters.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I would totally read that.
My favorite bits of comics are like the day in the life, the slice of life kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what people love.
And less of the high drama and like all that kind of stuff.
You care more about what happens in the drama when you're like with these people.
To who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll have more opportunities to do that.
Good.
Now that we know that what's going to be okay. It's scary when you do your own property. You just never know if people are going to give a shit about it.
I loved the first issue. I've loved all the subsequent issues.
Thank you.
I think it's going to be great. I hope it's a long-running series.
Yes, me too.
Okay, so final question we ask everybody, the pop quiz section of the interview.
Oh, no.
What are you reading, and what do you recommend to our audience?
Let's see. I love Southern Bastards.
Yeah.
I come from the South, so like I feel like I know some of that, like not in my immediate neighborhood, but if you drive a little bit out of Charleston, I know those people. I've been around that, and it's kind of fun to be in that world, and I think the drawings are beautiful and the story's so good, and I don't usually read superhero books, but The Vision is like crazy good. It's like haunted. It's
the most haunting.
What would you call? It's like not quite a superhero book. It's more
no.
weird.
I mean, it's almost what we were talking about, where it's more like getting into the human side of this character who's in superhero.
It's like a slow-moving suburban horror, starring The Vision and this like weird family he built, and him trying to figure out what it's like to be human and like not quite getting it. I don't know. And then
the issue that
drama ensues. It's really good.
Which issue was it that Michael Walsh did, where it was like the weird vision she was having with Scarlet Witch and
it's good.
It's so creepy.
I usually don't read them, but I picked it up because I love the art, and actually it was a big inspiration for Motor Crush. I remember messaging Jordy the colors on the book, and I was like, how did you do this watercolor wash on top? Because it looks so beautiful. And she was like, oh, that's the artist. He added that himself. And so for Motor Crush, I'm drawing it on paper for the first time, and I'm doing these watercolor washes on a separate piece of paper because I'm not brave enough to do it on the line work page. And then I scanned it in and I put it together and I color it, and I just love that look at it. It makes it feel more like illustration versus like cold digital color, which I really don't love. So I'm trying to make Motor Crush feel a little more handmade.
The colors, especially in night scenes, I feel like you can almost feel the air. Because the color like goes through the atmosphere of the book. Okay, good. So glad we got to talk to you. I love Motor Crush. Check it out. Thank you, Babs.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.